Available now. Link below.
As the 2024 presidential election looms on the horizon, a sinister plot emerges from the shadows, orchestrated by none other than GOP Megadonor Paul Singer. With a trail of money and influence, Singer appears to be pulling the strings behind a wave of Republican retirements, threatening to hand control of the House to the Democrats and jeopardizing former President Donald Trump's access to the presidential ballot. But the story doesn't end there. Our investigation has uncovered the 4 key Republicans who could be the final dominoes to fall, sealing the fate of the GOP's majority and Trump's political future. Stay tuned as we dive deep into this web of betrayal, exposing the billionaire puppet master and the establishment's desperate attempt to sabotage the MAGA king. This is one story you are going to want to watch all the way to the end and share with everybody you know. And trust me, you don't want to miss my final thought. And just like the GOP establishment's attempts to undermine President Trump, debt can feel like an overwhelming force trying to sabotage your financial future. But just as Trump has fought back against his opponents, you too can fight back against debt with the help of National Debt Relief. Now, I've regained my financial stability thanks to their customized plan, free consultations, and zero upfront fees. Each month, thousands of clients use National Debt Relief to take control of their lives, just like we must take control of our country's future. And since 2009, they've helped over 600,000 people become debt-free. So visit NoDebtWithGary.com for your free consultation and an affordable plan. Don't let debt control your life, just like we won't let the establishment control our nation's destiny. Now, the initial revelations uncovered by Slingshot News' Troy Smith, well, they have sent shockwaves through the political world, exposing a potentially sinister plot to undermine former President Donald Trump's 2024 presidential bid. Smith's investigation revealed a pattern of Republican retirements tied to GOP Megadonor Paul Singer, a billionaire with a history of opposing Trump. However, our team at Next News has taken this investigation a step further, uncovering even more compelling evidence of Singer's influence on the GOP and the potential consequences for the 2024 election. Now, in a pivotal development that underlines the high stakes of the 2024 election, a Supreme Court ruling emphasizing Congress's control over presidential ballot access has intensified the battle for legislative dominance. Now, this decision grants Congress, not states, the authority to potentially disqualify candidates, spotlighting the razor-thin margins in both the House and Senate as critical. With Democrats narrowly controlling the Senate and the House's fate undecided, internal Republican dynamics could challenge Trump's candidacy most significantly. And notably, House Democrat Jamie Raskin has launched efforts to exclude Trump from the 2024 ballot, requiring only a simple House majority. Here's his own words.
In any event, the Supreme Court punted and said it's up to Congress to act. And so I am working with a number of my colleagues, including Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Eric Swalwell, to revive legislation that we had to set up a process by which we could determine that someone who committed insurrection is disqualified by Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. And the House of Representatives already impeached Donald Trump for participating in insurrection by inciting it. So,
now this move, alongside the court's ruling, highlights the immense implications of congressional elections on the presidential race, affirming the crucial role of party control in Congress. Now, the story becomes even more intricate with the departure of Wisconsin Representative Mike Gallagher. You see him right here, who, in a move that's raising eyebrows, he announced his retirement effective just after the deadline for a special election. Now, this timing ensures that his seat will remain vacant until the general election, a strategic decision that could influence the balance of power in the House. Now, Gallagher's retirement is emblematic of the broader problem of GOP retirements that could potentially shift the majority in the House. And with the Supreme Court's recent ruling highlighting Congress's role in determining ballot access, the composition of the House could directly impact Trump's ability to run in the 2024 presidential election. Now, Gallagher's decision has raised eyebrows with some, like Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, calling for Gallagher's expulsion from Congress before the deadline to ensure a fair replacement process. Now, Smith's investigation also highlighted Paul Singer's history of attempting to undermine Trump, including his $2.5 million donation to Marco Rubio's failed 2016 presidential campaign through the Our Principles Pact, as seen here, and his alleged involvement in the creation of the controversial Steele dossier. In the 2024 race, Singer donated a staggering $5 million to Nikki Haley's short-lived presidential bid through the SFA Fund PAC. You can see the FEC report right here. Now suspicions arise that Singer may be influencing House Republicans to retire, effectively ceding control to the Democrats. 6 of the 14 Republicans not seeking re-election in 2024 have received donations from Singer in the past. You can see all the records. We got them right here. This is from Slingshot News. They did this initial investigation, and you can see here all the people that he's donated to. Now, it's also interesting to note further investigation reveals that Singer has donated to 3 of the 4 Republicans who've already retired from the House prior to the 2024 election: Mike Gallagher, Kevin McCarthy, and Ken Buck, right there on your screen. Now, our team at Next News has delved deeper. Our investigation focused on the longest-serving and oldest members of Congress who have received donations from Singer, as their potential retirements could have the most significant impact on the GOP slim majority in the House. Now, we identified 4 representatives: Ken Calvert, Joe Wilson, Mike Rogers, and Virginia Foxx. Now, you can see them all right here. Interestingly, Singer has donated equal amounts to 3 of these 4 members, raising questions about his potential influence on their decision-making processes. Now, the implications of these retirements are profound. With the Republican Party's majority in the House hanging by a thread, the departure of just 1 more member could hand control to the Democrats, and this shift in power could pave the way for legislation barring Trump from appearing on the 2024 presidential ballot, a move that would be nearly impossible with a Republican majority. Now, as we continue to investigate the intricate web of influence surrounding these retirements, it becomes increasingly clear that the actions of GOP megadonors like Paul Singer may hold the key to understanding the future of the Republican Party and the fate of Donald Trump's political aspirations. The decisions made by these long-serving Democrats in the coming months, well, they could have far-reaching consequences for the 2024 election and the direction of our nation. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. Make sure you share this with a friend. Now my final thought is next. My fellow Americans, the betrayal that we may have witnessed today is not from our enemies, but from the rhinos in our midst. The Republican establishment, embodied by billionaire Paul Singer and his allies, is actively working to sabotage President Trump's 2024 candidacy by manipulating the balance of power in the House. Their treachery knows no bounds as they seek to hand control to the Democrats and pave the way for the ultimate betrayal, removing our MAGA king from the presidential ballot. We must remain vigilant and keep a watchful eye on those who may be next in line to retire, especially Ken Calvert, Joe Wilson, Mike Rogers, and Virginia Foxx. These individuals hold the key to the future of our party and our nation. So it's up to us, the true patriots, to hold them accountable and ensure they stand firm in the face of the establishment's onslaught. We must not let the rhinos destroy our country from within. So stay alert, stay informed, and never give up the fight for the soul of America.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.